The Ukrainian military has stalled Russian advances in the direction of Borova in Kharkiv Oblast. Ukrainian defenders have broken the enemy's intentions there, and the losses in manpower and equipment are significant. The Ukrainian goal is to undermine the upcoming Russian spring offensive towards Borova and Lyman by launching a crushing counterattack to eliminate the Russian bridgehead over the Jerabets River, which the Russians plan to use to launch their offensive. The Russians understood the critical nature of the situation, so they launched a hurried response across the front line to stop the Ukrainian advance. Due to the shortage of armored vehicles, Russian forces were forced to rely solely on infantry, saving their limited armored reserve for the final offensive itself, Euromaidan press says. The 3rd Assault Brigade had established strong defenses here, locking down and preventing any Russian infiltration attempt through them. As these defenses proved insurmountable in the previous months of Russian attempts to do so. For this reason, Russian commanders decided to launch their attacks across open fields instead, assuming that the losses, while high, would still be lower than if they tried to take on Ukrainian defenses head-on, Euromaidan press reports. To avoid immediate and complete destruction, Russian soldiers used tactics specifically meant to reduce casualties to drone strikes by keeping a large distance between them and only moving in pairs of 2 soldiers at a time. While their agility was high enough to allow Ukrainians to hit the smaller targets individual Russian soldiers presented, they still carried enough explosive payload to achieve the desired effect. Ukrainians also deployed reconnaissance drones to observe the effectiveness of the kamikaze strikes, armed with drone drop grenades to finish off any misses. These drones could also point out targets for the FPV drone operators, allowing for maximum efficiency during the defense, Euromaidan press says. During the Russian assault, Russians lost over 229 soldiers, nearly half a Russian battalion in one day. This indicates heavy losses, and that the situation is definitely not going according to Russia's plan for them. During the whole week of 3rd Assault Brigade operations, they managed to eliminate a total of 446 Russian soldiers, 16 artillery pieces, dozens of armored vehicles and trucks in the rear, and 10 makeshift bridges Russians deployed to facilitate the crossing. Borova was occupied by Russian forces in March 2022 and subsequently liberated later that year during Ukraine's sweeping counter-offensive in Kharkiv Oblast. The 3rd Assault Brigade said it was managing to hold the front line, despite the overwhelming number of the enemy and the lack of reserves.